Howdy doodah. Hope you all are doing fantastic out there. My name is Jerry Glochet Jr. I'm the Chief of Staff at the Executive Office of the Tribal Chairwoman for White Mountain Apache Tribe. And it's an honor and a privilege to be with you this morning. I am at my home, and outside it is a comfortable 70 degrees or so, and kind of cloudy skies or partly cloudy. And so the chairwoman had an event this morning, and she came back. She may or may not be ready, but let's give it a check here. Chairwoman, are you there? You ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, good, good. Um, could you pan left? Can somebody pan left for you real quick?
This way.
The camera, yeah, just a little bit. Um, Not on me. I mean, I was going to show what I saw earlier from the chairwoman's house there. I was going to show your car,
Oh,
your
my
your your
car.
beautiful, magnificent looking
My old
old car
car.
there, and it's
There's
right
the
there, still rocking and rolling. You said you were not going to get a new car, and you haven't yet. So I'm proud of you for that. We good old Chairman Loopy told us get Impala, and we did. And then I called you and I said, "What color you want?" And you said red or maroon. I said okay, and I got the tan. But we had that since 2006, and um, um, so anyway, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I have been busy since 5 o'clock this morning, just doing errands, trying to figure out how I'm gonna revive my yard. But we're doing good.
Probably call Everingham Yard Services. I
Yeah.
think they can do good work there. Just trying to be funny. Some folks might not know who's Everingham, but he's our producer. He's a good guy, and the only thing that scares me of him is his barber. You know, he's
Yeah,
he
his barber is something else.
his barber's kind of does this right here. Man, I'm getting there. Okay. Well, Chairwoman, I'm glad you're done. I it's been busy,
Yeah.
and it's still going into the night, and then this morning, and then today. What do you got planned today? What's your schedule?
After the show, I'm going to be busy preparing for our 3 o'clock rally in Cedar Creek today. I was due out to San Carlos, but I sent my sister to represent me for the family. It's a family uh, thing. And so she's going out there on my behalf, and I will be here. And then tomorrow, uh, have another family invite that will take me out of town. But it's going to be a busy week. We're getting close. We're in the home stretch of elections, so we're really busy.
Yeah, this election business is the election day, general election day is on Wednesday, April 6th. And so it's going fast. Next week will be the last week, and then next weekend will be the last weekend before the election day. And so you mentioned Cedar Creek. I guess we're at the basketball court at 3 o'clock. And so if you're not doing anything out there, and you're kind of curious about issues and stuff, you're certainly welcome. All those that are undecided, you play an important role by having a powerful vote. And a lot of folks are just like you that are might not necessarily attend rallies or things of that nature, but they care about the future. They care about the tribe, and so they pay attention. And we're on radio too at 90.1 FM, and I think it's live streaming today. So you could do all of this at the privacy of your own homes out there, but not really. I'm just letting you know, that's the schedule there. Chairwoman, this past week, one of our colleagues from CBQ had a still having a difficult time, I guess, and so we just want to extend our prayers and that we're thinking of him and his family. And you want to say anything on that?
Yeah, our thoughts and prayers to Councilman Travis Tisay, Sr. He lost his daughter, and yesterday was the services, and we, on behalf of the White Mountain Apache people and on behalf of everybody, we extend our condolences to the family and wish him and his family, our thoughts and prayers. And I'm sure they're handling it the best they can under the circumstances, and it's truly a difficult time for everybody and for the community. She was a mom and she loved her children, and so we extend our condolences. Di ita no hinan itahan lini be janja be ati le dana leilteen dinidak obara of Condolences Travis Tisay Sr.
Okay, and then this one too, Chairwoman. Do I go left or right? Right there?
To your left.
My left.
Yeah, there you go. Now bring it
Okay.
down.
Okay.
Right there, right
Cool.
there.
Yeah, this is a memorial that's from the Apache Scout, Gene DeClay. He passed away last year, and our condolences to the family and his wife that works at the vice chairman's office. Um,
Trying
I,
to situate myself
I,
here.
okay, I knew him very well. Him and his brother Daryl, we used to always go fishing. My dad would pick them up, and we would just have a fun time every weekend. We look forward to seeing each other and going out. Our favorite place was Tunnel Lake, and Gene at that time was also very much into music, and you could tell at the young age. I don't know, he was probably grade school or somewhere around there, but I was older than him. Daryl and I were about the same age. But anyway, he kind of we knew that he's going to do something special with music, and he was a DJ and produced his own songs and stuff. But they're having their memorial today at 1 o'clock. We were supposed to have our rally at the same time, but we graciously moved it up to 3. So if you could make the footnote that it's at 3, spread the word, and you're all invited. And then you can even go to the 1 o'clock event there at Cedar Creek for the DeClay family there. All right, Chairwoman. Also, I believe we have some good news. There's an anniversary, I guess.
Yeah.
Can you share about that one?
Yeah, if we can put that up on the screen for folks to see, we can share in the joy of wishing a couple happy anniversary.
Okay, but I think that was Abby
Abby
and
Walker.
yeah, and
Yeah.
her husband. Oh, there they
There we
are.
go.
Okay. 31 years together, Van Walker. Okay, the
Yeah.
Walkers.
Happy 31st anniversary to Van Walker. Thank you for all you do for us, me, your kids, and grandkids. I'm truly blessed walking the walk with you, looking to many more blessed years. If God be for us, who can be against us? Love you always and forever, Abby Walker. Anniversary March 27, 2022. D. Abby Walker, Van Walker, yes, Nadell. Tohti ya Kenzie Hibi wa Van Walker. A Hehia Shankla. No Nishnaste, ya no Hichugasha, no Hiwaya, no Hichene, Bitaradin Ejo na Kedanse. Diog eisi labig dan no haont I imbe hanla no hich on tio the last big dan no haont I na dag ora haje shitlnjo Abby Walker and Diog eisi na anniversary March 27, 2022 ila.
All right. So 31 years ago, they got married, and so congratulations and many more blessed years together. So we're happy for you. Chairwoman, last Saturday it was another busy weekend. You started early in the morning again, and you had a this show, and then a horseshoe tournament, and then we had another event. But the horseshoe tournament, it was pretty neat. I got those photos there. It was a good turnout. A lot of participants played. I didn't go to the end there. I don't know who won at the end. Might you remember? And look at this guy. This is Artley. Artley, and he um, is throwing a horseshoe there. He actually has a prosthetic hand, and that is not stopping him one bit. He's a very consistent pitcher, or I don't know what he called him, a thrower of horseshoes, and so very outstanding player. Did he win anything? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I know Brandon Tenejith Sr. won the singles, and the doubles was Simone Tortis and his partner. I forgive me, I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
But it was a great turnout. We ordered over 80 t-shirts for the participants, and my brother helped run the tournament, and he said that all the t-shirts were out. So that tells me everybody that entered got a t-shirt, and we had enough. So
Yeah, that's good. I wanted to get more photos, but it's like go here, go da, 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 that kind of thing again. But
yeah.
I'm sporting orange today, Chairwoman.
Are
I'm
the
wearing the
Suns
brand
playing?
new Phoenix Suns. Yeah, and they did well. They won 7 in a row. And I was going to wear this one, but it was running late on time. And there's only 8 games remaining, but they won 7 in a row. And I believe 2 games ago, they clinched the number one seed in the entire NBA. So they're the number one team in the Western Conference, in their number one over the Eastern Conference. If they should make it to the finals, they'll have more home games if necessary, 4 of them, because there's possible 7 games. But they are the best team in the NBA, and there's only 8 games remaining. And so if they lose all 8 games starting whenever tomorrow, they'll still be the number one team.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
they
wow.
could summarily rest their players and stuff, but they're still playing hard. I like that. My team, Arizona State Sun Devils in basketball, blew a 17-point lead, and they just don't know how to play stall ball or whatever. And I think they just needed to stay aggressive and just won the whole Pac-12, but it didn't happen. But the Suns, they do that. They are aggressive. They're very good. So I just thought I'd throw that in there, Chairwoman. Thanks. Chairwoman, you had a magnificent historical week. Can you tell us about what happened? You were out of the office for some strange reason. I didn't see you on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday.
Say.
I didn't even see you on Thursday. Where were you?
Well, we went to Washington D.C., and I was summoned to testify before the Senate Committee on Indian Affairs. There's one of the photos there showing the testimony, and that was for water rights. And we went there to get an amendment taken care of, and I was very, very happy with how we conveyed our message and the need for water for our people, and just getting that situated. We're almost there. I mean, this has been going on for 40 plus years, and late Chairman Lupi, the late Chairman Reno Johnson Senior, and all the other prior leaders, council members, water rights team, consultants, what have you, tribal members have been working on this. So the credit goes to many, many people. This is a photo before I began to testify. The lady to my left is Chairwoman of Colorado River Indian Tribes. They too are having issues with water. So they were testifying there. So really a good turnout. And I got to travel with a senior council member of the White Mountain Apache tribe, Councilman Arnold Beach. And we conveyed the message that the rural water system for the White Mountain Apache tribe is the only solution to get reliable drinking water for our people. This is a photo op that we had with Senator Sinema in the president's room. We were not allowed to video in the room, but we could get pictures. So we got a picture there. And she had to go oversee a committee hearing, so she had to leave. But all in all, it was a really good trip. And I want to commend the tribal council. I know the tribal council passed a resolution for water rights. And in that, it supported the fact that in the event of, let's say, what just happened here, a hearing comes up that I, or in my absence, the vice chair, are to go to DC to testify or go do what's needed to be done. And that can come at a moment's notice. And this came at a moment's notice and very little time to, just get up and go. That's literally what we had to do. And I know that the water team is made up of, from the council, was myself, the vice chair, Gerald Altaha, and Councilman Beach. Councilman Altaha had other obligations that he absolutely could not get out of. And the vice chair stayed due to obligations. And so it was just myself and Councilman Beach, along with our attorney general. And that's how we went, and we abided by the resolution, and we're very grateful that we were able to go out there and to testify and to meet with leadership. And I met with Senator Murkowski from Alaska. She's very proactive with the natives in Alaska, and she was very welcoming, and she helped initiate the legislation reintroduction of the Reauthorization for Violence Against Women Act. And that affects the tribal nations out there, in that sometimes non-members in certain tribal jurisdictions can't be prosecuted or handled by the particular tribal nation. That changes that up now. Now there's some protections there. And so this is just a message that women have a stronger protection now. And then dohat eoras lihayo isan yelti tehrarawi berotsara the Violence Against Women Act di din Lisa Murkowski Jose Alaska yet a get anayotla and bankai ni Alaska yet chigashe aku ita yes nas town ayan o ha ilza ni chigashe bel ndini ko tu ba ye ti you aku yeti ni the guys an in there di tu hipa out in god is so you do li tu the little bit halni the still hasi ye di tu ba eritsehi the kui ilehi kat ye you the waha sound ile kat yendi na spiel be tight de you sound ile inflation that the 2010 yeshta 12 years ola a that ida wa de double cell da kui ile dan yo hila shin a daitis cloud da ili dazli la da wa kat awa a dik o ile lashin ik adi dati bitisyu ile dati bitisyu ile hi benil au besuhi arahti di tu bidaik hier inde dahaji tu yelhanara against le libiwa di still ako yati ni amendment di bahauti ni yeta Dini tujo is so by di hibi wa ako nasiya ako yati ni no henan taich kena iwada isok ni da tera bichi ako nirol leyo da ko ba idiu dashi ako das to lesh da diu da isok ni la ana ni do hat el da leyo ke yasitin da do gash ana di ko ye bi wada ichola Dako nan zao nan zao din which da au le yo do le ni di da tiso da ha le ba di hibi wa ako chokas to le so zel ka ichi biki ke hoyo ako na naize ba keransi.
Chairwoman,
Uh-huh.
in the Apache Scout here, it's this one from yesterday. It's got the front page of the girls on the new fire truck. They just won the championship. And then here, whoops, this way, I think, is
To your
another
left, to your
story on the
left.
front page. Yeah.
Go to your left.
So that is
there you go.
A story. The caption says White Mountain Apache Tribe receives $109 million congressional appropriation to meet rural water system cost overruns. So that's another 109 million added. And with all the interest that has been building up from the time of the late, and it's hard to say that, a late former water rights attorney, Bob Broccoli, we almost have probably almost $500 million, and it's moving, and so things are going. And right here on the same newspaper on the chairwoman's page, it talks about the whole shindig there, and so it just says testimony of Gwendena Lee-Gatewood, tribal chairwoman of the White Mountain Apache Tribe, Fort Apache Indian Reservation. Senate Committee on Indian Affairs, Senate Bill 3168. So 3168, that's a good one to remember. A bill to amend the White Mountain Apache Tribes Water Rights Quantification Act of 2010 to modify the enforceability date for certain provisions and for other purposes. And all of this happened on Wednesday, March 23. And so you can read all about it if you'd like to get the newspaper there. And so all in all, a very successful event, travel to Washington, D.C. The senior councilman, Arnold Beach, very knowledgeable on the history of a lot of this here. And he will, probably affirm that there is lots of continuous parts all moving in unison, and so anyway, we're very happy about that. And I don't know, Chairwoman, if you missed anything else that you want to cover on that. The lights came out here. I gotta fix my lights.
Oh yeah, me too.
Go ahead.
Okay. They did ask when was the expected time that we could start delivering water, and we did say that would be in 2028. So that was a question that they did ask.
Okay. I'm back on with lights now. All right. So I didn't realize, I thought this was fully charged here, but it just in general, I was able to go with former Chairman Lupi there. That was one of the, I was young, and it was good to be a part of that history then. and taking the photos there with then the late John McCain. And the chairman was going to go again recently, like about 6 years or 7 years ago, but there were some issues within the family, his family, with his wife, and so at the time he didn't go. But Bob Broccoli prepared a really powerful written statement, and it's good that we. I mean, this is really truly a miracle when you think about it. Why? What are you talking about?
Mhm.
You got a lot of stuff. You got the SRP. They are well known here in the state of Arizona, Salt River Project. And then you got these valley cities, starting with Apache Junction, going all the way west towards Goodyear or whatever. So in between, there's a whole bunch of cities and municipalities. They all agreed to support White Mountain Apache tribes claim for rights for the water. And SRP, very important player. I remember meeting even with the late Phil Stagel and other team members. Cheryl Palesult, very awesome. She's strong with a keeper of history, a teller of history, and so she keeps the facts right, and she's working on all of this as well. So um, it's been a movement, and I think they would have already had started construction already as they wanted to, intended, but there was some issues of where they were going to actually build that reservoirs, and so paramount is safety, and to do this job, this undertaking correctly. And so that is why they had to get further studies, sort of a second opinion from a second engineering firm. And from there, things have been more copacetic now, and you move forward, and then the enforceability date, which is what we are all striving towards here. It's getting closer. So with this going on, you parents, White Mountain Apache tribe, if you have an opportunity possibly to have some work, maybe you could get yourself motivated to get specialized training on certain things. But more importantly than that, really more importantly than that, is think about the future, your child, your next generation. They have a greater opportunity to have a career in water resources management. They could be a hydrologist, an engineer, a welder, a carpenter, a heavy equipment operator, whatever it is. There's probably going to be all kinds of work available for drivers. So get a CDL, or even uh, people that are going to be cleaning and doing the maintenance of this facility. And then from there, they're going to have a pipeline project of extracting this clean, pure water that we have here. And it's going to go through town. It's going to go through Canyon Day. All those summer issues that we have at District 3, they'll go away, and then water will continue to Cedar Creek, Carrizo, and then CBQ. So this is a monumental deal. This is a great success story. And so I'm so proud of the chairwoman in doing the lead here in a critical time with this thing called elections. She kind of paused a little bit and took a step back and put her focus, her strength, her energy on this very important thing called the future. And the future is protecting and making the White Mountain Apache tribe better, stronger. And so along the way, it's hard to believe it, but we lost Honorable Chairman Loopy, and now Bob Broccoli, and Charlo O'Hara. It was good to see him in Tucson. but I guess a lot of our father figures or uncle figures, they're passing on, elders, and so we move forward. And so parents, that's why I'm saying this. Somebody's got to say it. The future is bright, and so prepare now for the children, the young people in junior high, high school. Get them motivated to finish school and stay in school and start learning about these things that are out there. Welding could be a big thing, and it could be a high paying job, and they could retire with that. And so anyway, Chairwoman, I'm sorry I took too long.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's where we offer the STEM program for the kids, science, technology, engineering, math. We want our kids to be prepared to take on these responsibilities, and we want our tribal members to help build this dam. And we want you to be certified in these appropriate positions, and don't wait till the last minute and then you know stand there and wonder why wasn't it like this. We've been saying this for a long time now, to start getting certified and to uh, get get your certifications, whether it's in cement work, welding, heavy equipment, all kinds of different positions to help build this dam. And not only the dam, we're expected to get a brand new hospital. And some people like to say, yeah, but that was already in the works. I understand that that was already in the works, but it's the fact that we've moved up in priority that's really something to be happy about, because we could have been waiting even longer, but now the priority is just right on the horizon. And there'll be jobs opening up for the building of this brand new hospital that will have several stories instead of just one, and it will offer a lot more in medical assistance to our people. And that's where the children are going to come in. They're going to need different therapists. They're going to need different positions to be filled. And what better way to take care of our people than to have our own people helping along in that process. And you know that's why I'm all for job shadowing, following the doctors, the nurses, the therapists, everybody, to get a feel for what it entails. And during the pandemic, God forbid we have another pandemic, it really taught us that our people, our culture, our ways, no one else knows those but us. So in order to help people through that, we're going to need our own tribal members to step up and help people through crisis management or some type of trauma, because there's a certain way that Apaches deal with issues like that. You could get it from a book, but that's something that someone else from another indigenous country across the world, it might be a little bit different. But for our people, there's certain ways. Just during the pandemic, it was really hurtful to some that they couldn't go through with the certain traditional ways of wake services, and we couldn't do that because of the pandemic. Though those types of things. So we
Yeah.
really need to have our kids to start taking an interest in helping to take care of our people.
Hopefully there are some kids that are curious about and watch this show. If you kids or young people are indeed watching, imagine this. Look at this. This is just an extension cord wire, but pretend that it's called fiber optics wire. And that's what we want here at White Mountain Apache Tribe, fiber optic wiring. And it's usually the best way, I guess, is through underground. Somebody has to dig
Mhm.
dig for miles and miles and bring this wire that's going to be rolled out, and then move another 10 feet and roll out another 20 feet, roll out, and then a mile, and then another 10 miles, and then 100 miles. And so, hey, Arnold Beach Sr., all right.
From the
That
Chemical.
fiber, yeah, that fiber optics is already on its way plan with the successful writing of a grant at Theodore Roosevelt School. And this lady that's on the screen right there is the president of that school. And so that means better, stronger, faster internet services. And there are some areas where folks, it's slow. And then there's some areas where it's, foggy or not clear,
Mhm.
there's just things wrong. And it's like, I wish it would go fast and boom like that. And so now it's coming. It is coming. And so once this hits to Fort Apache, Theodore Roosevelt schools, who's to say it can branch elsewhere? And that's what we want. White Mountain Apache tribe, the future looks bright. Chairwoman.
Yeah, we're excited for the broadband, and that's another thing that I brought up to Senator Sinema out there. I said we really need this broadband because in the state of Arizona, the internet broadband map is like a letter C, and in here is where we're located on the map. So whenever there's Wi-Fi issues, things just stop, and then our neighboring communities, non-reservation communities, that's when merchants put up a sign, cash only, the internet's down, you can't check out through the register with your card, those types of things. So I explained to her that if we could just have this broadband to begin, how much better it would be, not only for our tribe, but for the entire state. And she agreed. And that's another item that we are looking forward to. Theodore Roosevelt School got a E-rate grant for broadband. And what that does is that's going to set up a T where, like Jerry said, it's going to branch off into the communities to improve speed and to improve access. So we're looking forward to that.
Okay. And you talked earlier about traditions, culture, ceremonial here, Chairwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how did it go here? Pretend it's about, oh, I don't know, 4:45 a.m. You'll hear this. Oh, heta sota, nezale, ya, heta sota, nezaha, neta sota, nezahe, yo, yo, neta sota, nezahe, ya, heta sota. That is the first song in the morning for the sunrise dance. And it is early in the morning, and after that song, there's usually about 63 more songs if if the medicine man is from White Mountain Apache tribe. And then they have the blessings after that last song, which is it ends with the running song. And Apache, especially the female persuasion, tough young ladies. That's why maybe we got state champions or girls that compete tough like that. And so it ends with the running song. I forgot how that goes right off the top of my head. But anyway, if it comes to me, I'll sing it pretty soon, okay? But the point I'm making, we are in the season, and Chairwoman reminded me from her text yesterday that sunrise dances are here, and she spoke yesterday. Can you talk about that one, Chairwoman?
Yeah, I spoke at a sunrise dance out in Civic, and I believe Councilman Beach is speaking today. And this is a special ceremony for a young girl entering womanhood. And I spoke for Loretta Lupi Case, who's married to Oswin Case. they're co-sponsoring a dance, meaning they were chosen as godparents to Kaori Wallen. She goes to school in the Valley. And it was a very special day. And I got to speak on behalf of the godparents and spoke on the importance of keeping our tradition and culture alive, and to teach your children why this is happening, to teach them to be respectful, to teach them that when they are singing, when they are doing the ceremony, that we need to be reverent, and we need to do our best to be humble and to be prayerful, so that the girl can have that sanctity and that sacredness, and have a successful ceremony. And all the prayers and everything that she's enduring, that she pray for the people, she pray for the animals, she pray for the earth, she pray for rain, she pray for a lot of good things, and that the people there also are there because they love her and they're happy for her. And we're very grateful for the songs that have been with us since time immemorial, and the fact that we follow our mother's clan. We identify ourselves by who we are for, our mom, and who we're born for, our dad. And that's an introduction that takes us back to time immemorial. It's central to the Apache way. And then also speaking about who we are as Apaches. And I am standing here dressed in my traditional attire, and this is how my mom always dressed, and that's how I dressed when I presented to the Senate committee. And we always bring our ancestors with us wherever we go, and they fought hard. They were heroic, but they were also spiritual and sacred, because they prayed for the children not yet born, and that's us here today. And for the Sunrise Dance girl, I told her, you will do very well in your life, because you have an outstanding godmother, and she will mold you and help you and pray with you and to help you live a good life. And the choices you make will reflect who you will become. So always make the good choice, and always pray. So that was a very beautiful ceremony that I was humbled to speak at.
All right. And so, yeah, the gals are highly revered here at Apache Homelands. And so, that ceremony, she's dancing right now at CBQ, and it's probably warm, and she's probably going to get a little tired here and there. And it's going to be kind of a physical endurance testing. After all of that dancing, she's got to run back to her camp. And so, very, very strong. And so with that is accompanied with prayer and the vision of the future. And so family and strength. I like, while you were talking, Chairwoman, Leona Hinton had a good message there, and it made my day this morning. Oh, Leona, thank you so much.
Go ahead and
Jerry,
read it to us, Jerry.
Okay. Good words of wisdom. It's sad how some persons only look for negative issues to put down. And yet, you are always talking about the positive side of life. Good for you. Jerry, I really enjoyed your DJ show with Tiger G this past Wednesday. All right. So I try to mix it up, anyway, my call name is Tiger G. I was born on October 8th. And my mother named me Tiger. Why? Okay, we'll let the cat out of the bag. In the great land of Chabito, on a cold, snowy evening, there was a great echo throughout the land, and it was the
and everything
arrival
aligned up.
and Tiger G with his great was born. I guess that was loud when it was a loud entry. So just like a roaring like a tiger. So anyway, so Tiger G lives on KNB still. So anyway, thank you all. And so we are already almost winding down. I forgot some of the items that the chairwoman. You said spay and neutering. Is that taking place, Chairwoman?
Yeah, it's going on right now until 2 o'clock, and I believe it's at the exhibit hall. The other day, it was at the American Legion building. When you were asking, boy, there's a lot of people out there. I wonder what's going on. When I drove by, there was all kinds of canines and felines,
Oh,
and so that our people, we make good humor about res dogs, and we love our res dogs. They're tough, but we have responsible pet owners, and we're so proud of their ability to care for their pets, and the ones that we see that need a home or help, we are working on that too, because dogs and cats can contribute to certain diseases, especially Rocky Mountain spotted fever for dogs, and that can kill a person. So we'll be having a broader clinic in the near future to spay and neuter these roaming res animals, if you will, cats and dogs, to help control the pet population. But for these owners, you can go there today for vaccinations, I believe, from 10 o'clock until 2. And vaccinations is getting your rabies shots for your pets.
okay. Very good. And so take advantage of it, folks. This is free. If you happen to live in Pine Top or Sholo and you had to go do it there on your own, that's the thing. It's on your own
Yeah.
and it's expensive. And
Like,
here, the hospital's coming here to, and you just take your dog there, and you don't really pay anything. And take care of your pets. These ticks are out there. I saw one on a basketball court recently at a location when we were on the road, and that, man, look at that! And I thought it was a spider, but yeah, it don't look too good, man, and it's fully grown. So they're out there already, and so
yeah, they can make
protect
you
your
real sick. They can make you real
make you sick.
sick. Yeah.
You don't want that. So
Yeah, don't want
protect
that.
your pets. We miss Professor still over here. All right. Well, the other thing, I guess, Chairwoman mentioned that it is general election time. Can I read this part? It's
Sure.
kind of informative. Okay. The headline says important information for general election. This is on the Apache Scout front page. The Tribal Election Commission would like to remind all eligible voters that the general election will be held on Wednesday, April 6, 2022. The general election will be held for the following seats: Chairman, Vice Chairman, District 1 Council, District 2, District 3, and District 4. District 4 Council has 2 seats. Voting hours for general election will be from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. and voting will be held at the following polling places. District 1, it'll be at the Civic Hue Complex. District 2, Carrizo Assembly of God Church and Cedar Creek Assembly of God Church. District 3, East Fork Community Building and 7 Mile Miracle Church. And then District 4, McNary Community Building, Chief Alchese Activity Center, and Canyon Day Assembly of God Church. Eligible voters must vote at the polling location indicated on his or her voter registration identification card. Please bring identification card to the polling location to speed up the voting procedures. To check whether you are a registered or eligible voter, please refer to the eligible voters list, which will be posted at the Civic Hue Complex, Carrizo Convenience Store, Canyon Day Convenience Store, 7 Mile Convenience Store, and at the Tribal Council office. If you are 18 years or older and not registered, you may register to vote starting on Thursday, April 7. That's after the election day. As voter registration is already currently closed. Once registered, you will be eligible to vote in the next tribal election 2024. Note, safety measures will be enforced at each voting location. Please wear your mask, practice social distancing, and use hand sanitizer, which will be available. Please note that a one-time use pencil may be provided to each voter to use the vote, which will eliminate and it continues on page 6. Almost done. Need to sanitize each marker after each use by voter. The voting machine is equipped to read the pencil. However, if you prefer to use a marker, do not hesitate to ask for one from the precinct workers. Please exercise your right to elect your tribal government. If you have any questions, contact any member of the election commission or tribal council secretary at 338-2510. So, wow. So lots happening there. Okay, well, Chairwoman, that's pretty much all I have. I don't know if I missed anything or did you want to cover anything? That
We just been getting questions about what phase we are in. So, Mr. Producer, if you're able to put up the
Oh
dashboard,
yeah,
if you could put the dashboard up there, the people can see where we're at. I think we're in the 20s. Here we go. Yes, we are.
this is
And
as of Wednesday.
yeah, as of Wednesday. And this is, we're in phase 2. And it hasn't changed much. It's been holding steady, being in the 20s for the past, I believe, 2 weeks now. So, and I know the EOC is working on doing away with the masks for outdoor activities, but that's going to require an update to the council and then approval of that. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be up and coming, but for right now, we are in phase 2. So continue to wear your masks. And if you look at the first booster, second booster, get your booster shots for COVID-19. And we're finally looking to be out of this whole pandemic that has hit us. So.
I've been on it all, I've been on it all, I've been on it all, yeah, been on the soul, yeah, been on it all, yeah, been on the soul, I've been on. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
The running songs. It
Yeah.
starts from the east, one song for the south, and then one song for the west, and then you finish off with the north, and then finally after that she's done. But then now it's her duty to do blessings on those that may want it. And so anyway, good time of the year for ceremonials. If you have one coming up soon, our prayers for a successful ceremony. Yes, and we pray for all those involved. Mm-hmm.
And Jerry, just a quick note also. I know this is election season. Everybody just be respectful of candidate signs. Those things cost money, time, and labor for their volunteers to help the candidates. And that goes for everybody, all the candidates. They're doing their best to display their signs, and we need to convey our diplomacy in the right way, and we shouldn't be doing it by, marking on it or anything, because that's just very disrespectful. So be mindful of that and know that not to do that. So
okay, this is near near the corn on the cob, and I helped a friend that wanted to do something like that on his own, and he said he's been holding out for a long time. He did the digging. He got his own posts with the axe, with the hatchet, and no chainsaw. And he hauled those 2 posts about 3/4 of a mile, one at a time. And he hid it. He hid his tools, started digging. And then he said, man, I sure wish I had help. So, hey, I can help. Go ahead, let's go. Helped him up, put it up, and less than 24 hours. What you were talking about, Chairwoman, and just seems to be only one location that seems to be having those issues. But yeah, if we could just practice, exercise more respect, talk to your relatives and those that are, that the Chairwoman is a candidate, and so I'm helping her. So let me talk to you, supporters of Chairwoman. Leave people's signs alone, okay? Leave them alone. And you've been doing good. There's been no reports of her teammates or anybody, doing stuff like that. So just continue not to do it. And so there, hopefully the others can say the same to their people, to refrain from doing that. It's just not healthy. In the end, we're still brothers and sisters here of this tribe. But right now, election time, things, gets tense because they want to be the elected leader, the winner, I guess. And so, but you can still be it, but just do it with grace, with respect, with one another. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. And with that, thank you all of you for watching. We bring the issues, whatever, community shout outs, that type of thing. Just wanting to be more transparent, more accountable. And many times we've heard, well, what's going on here? And I've said many times, you can go to our website and look at all the decisions ever made by tribal council. It is stored there. It is public information. You can look it up and it's there for you. And you can read through it and get yourself familiarized with those issues. And a part of transparency is delivering the news this way in real time. You hear it on KNNB, the Fort Apache Scout, different ways of communicating. So it's all for you. This is all of this is all for you, children not yet born. And I'm very humbled and honored to continue to help in that process. So thank you all today, and may God bless you always, and your homes filled with happiness and the good spirit of family and just moving forward. Thank you.
All right. And shall I just do a quick prayer, I guess, just to conclude this? All right, folks, that's good ending words, wisdom from our chairwoman. And so thank you for tuning in. And hopefully we'll see you at 3 if you're not doing anything. All right. Heavenly Father, thank you for this blessed day. Very calm, still, serene early this morning. Thank you for that and all these days that we've taken for granted, and those days ahead of us that we are going to yet to experience. Thank you in advance for these blessed occasions. Wherever we come into harm or some tension, help us through those times. Those that really need the help now, they have loved ones that are ill or in pain. Give them comfort. And those that are mourning, those that are stressing on really difficult, serious issues, be with them too, Father. They are good people. And might not know any of them or some of them, but if they're tuned in, they know who they are. So listen, and we'll try to be better human beings here. Thank you for all the good blessings, children that are born, when we find laughter or something to smile about, or when there's, no stress. Thank you for those kinds of beautiful days. And we're grateful for family, our kin, our relationships, and for all of those in the future. May their trail be blessed as they approach whatever it is ahead of them. And so thank you, Father, for this another show here on Facebook that they call it here, and may it this good vibration carry outward to the people like a pebble thrown into a calm lake. The ripple reach out. Thank you, Father, sincerely, and we will again do the best we can with what we have. So with that, in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, amen. And thank you. We'll see you, everybody. Bye.